Right, so I just did a big clear out, as you would have seen, and it feels good. It feels good to actually get rid of stuff that I'm not wearing. I think it can be quite easy sometimes just to hold on to things that you liked at one point. But I realised, like, if there's any inkling where I'm like uncertain about an item, just get rid of it. Take it to the charity shop or sell it on Vinted or whatever, but get rid of it because you're not going to wear it. And I think I'm going to try and be a little bit more sensible with the things that I buy moving forwards. I don't buy a huge amount of stuff at the moment because I'm sampling so many different products with mutual differences. I'm kind of finding that I'm wearing a lot of my own stuff, which is obviously good because it's expensive to make samples. It's not like it's cheap, but yeah, I'm going to try and be a little bit more sensible with the stuff I buy. Because I think in the past I would buy something because I thought it was cool and then wear it for a few months and then never wear it again, even though it's like a £150 hoodie or whatever. So I kind of feel like that's what we're trying to do with mutual differences a little bit is, you know, most of the stuff that we release is going to be very minimal design. So like small embroidery details max, there won't be like big print. But the hoodies that we just launched were a little bit more of a nod to the beginning of this new chapter with mutual differences. I wanted to sort of put something out there which was a little bit more than just your basic essentials in terms of design, and something that represents kind of where I feel we're at as a business and as a brand. It says like mutual air carrier on the back. It's kind of representing like the new beginning of this journey and sort of like where I see us going, you know, in 2025 and beyond that. Kind of obviously like air carrier, being on a plane, traveling around the world. It's kind of like what I envisage for the brand. Not necessarily us traveling around the world, although that would be great, but more so the brand traveling around the world. And yeah, that's kind of why we've done that design. But basically, apart from that, a lot of the stuff that we release will be very minimal and be more about the silhouettes, the fits, you know, the small details, and then of course the quality. So yeah, anyway, I don't know how I got onto that, but basically just did a big clear out. Now gonna have some food, 'cause I'm starving and got some work to do. Well, I mean, it's the weekend, so I shouldn't really be doing too much work, but this is one of the things I'm struggling with at the moment is like having a good balance. Like, I feel like when you've got your own business, it's really hard to switch off. And even though I've worked for myself for the last 8 years, predominantly being a content creator and online coach, I've always found it quite easy to switch off actually. I would say I'm a little bit more disconnected than most when it comes to social media. But I think those added pressures of like the financial side of running a brand, investing loads of money into stock, you know, you spend 20 grand on a drop, you're not going to be able to rest properly until you know that firstly you've got the product that you actually asked for, because the amount of times I've ordered bulk stock and the stuff that's come is not what I've asked for. It's crazy. Until you've got everything ready for launch and then launch, you better hope it goes well, because if it doesn't go well, then you're not going to be resting until you've got some more sales through the door. So it's a kind of never-ending sort of yo-yo of pressure. Some days I wake up, I'm like, this is sick, like, you know, we're smashing it, we got 20 orders overnight. And then other days I wake up and we've had 2 or 3 and I'm like, oh no, like it's stopped, we're gonna, you know, we're failing. Constantly I have to just remind myself that this is part of the process and this is why I'm doing it. So yeah, basically what I was trying to say is I should be having a little bit of a break this weekend, and I'm gonna take time to, you know, rest and relax and stuff, because I feel like I have been burning the candle at both ends and mentally it's starting to affect me a little bit. But there's a few things that I want to get sorted today, so I'm going to get those done, and it's actually going to be more on the coaching side, so it's, you know, stress-free and just getting to work with my clients and work on some new projects that I've got coming up. So I'm just going to take my mind off of mutual differences for a little bit, stop thinking about samples that I want to do. You know, the amount of times I'll run upstairs, look, I've literally got it here, run upstairs, I've got like a measurement chart from our most recent samples, and I get my tape and I'm running around like a madman, just like measuring shit, making sure that it's like exactly how I want it to be. And you know, that's kind of like in my head when I say that out loud, I'm like, well, that's the attention to detail that I want to have as a brand owner. But still, like, it could be like 10 o'clock at night, I'm halfway through a film, and then all of a sudden my brain's like, is that crew neck the right length? And then I run upstairs and I measure it. So anyway, enough waffle from me. I'm going to make some breakfast and then just see where the day takes me.
bit of bedhead.
Yeah, that's just me. Straight out of bed.